Meghan Markle to spill royal secrets in I'm a Celeb jungle?
Liam may be dressed in grey, but the One Directioner's face tells us he's anything but.
Maitland Ward's flesh-flashing antics are taking over the internet.
Wearing a low-cut silky frock, the Countdown host looks sensational as she showed off her enviable physique at the Hearing Dog Awards.
Hello there, and welcome to Barely Contained, the podcast which forensically analyses the online celebrity journalism which fills the internet like the fatberg which clogs up London's sewage system. My name is Matt Withers, and joining me as ever to chip away at the metaphorical congealed fat and wet wipes is Chris Beckett.
Hello.
So, Chris, I wanted to start with a story that caught my eye a few weeks ago. This is a little bit out of date, but I think you'll agree that it was well worth returning to. This story has the headline, Meghan Markle to spill royal secrets in I'm a Celeb jungle? And anyone who knows anything about journalism will know that if there's a question in the headline or the intro, the answer is inevitably no. So, Meghan Markle to spill royal secrets in I'm a Celeb jungle? No. Is this possible future princess the latest star to join this year's I'm a Celebrity to Get Me Out of Here? No. So it goes on, forget One Direction's Liam Payne and Girls Aloud singer Sarah Harding because royalty is about to step into the jungle. Well, almost. So they pretty much killed the story stone dead.
Yeah, stretching the definition of almost, I think, as well.
It's doing a lot of heavy lifting, that word there. Meghan Markle has been tipped by Betfair as the latest celebrity to go down under. So, instantly tipping a wink there, this is just a PR operation by a major high street bookmaker. Ranked at a whopping 250 to 1, the chances of the brunette babe seeing off an alligator's manhood, or alligatorhood I suppose, does look pretty slim, but it's a chance nevertheless.
Yeah.
No!
Also coming in at 250 to 1, Aung San Suu Kyi, Lord Lucan, and the Catalonian Prime Minister.
The 36-year-old actress has been dating Prince Harry for over a year and recently made a public appearance with him at the Invictus Games, although the pair weren't allowed to sit next to each other as it would have breached protocol. It would be the first time the ITV show has signed anyone with an immediate connection to the Windsors, says here. So far, the closest celeb contestant to Her Majesty was Lady Colin Campbell, a socialite who has written 3 books on the royal family, who signed up to star in the 15th series of the show only to withdraw on medical grounds. So basically, in terms of royalty, Lady Colin Campbell is at least 20 rungs below King Ralph. And also, it completely misses out of Paul Burrell, back in 2004, who was, of course, a footman to the Queen, appeared on the show. Now, it's understandable if this Daily Star Online, if this Daily Star Online report didn't know about it, because Paul Burrell is very reticent to discuss his time working for the royal family.
Never likes to talk about it.
No, you really have to coax it out of him. He hides his light very much under Gary Bushell in terms of that part of his life. Following Prince William and Catherine's 3rd pregnancy bombshell earlier this month, it looks like the Suits actress could be engaged to Prince Harry before the end of 2018.
Well, that's a bit of a non sequitur. It kind of just assumes that, oh wow, they've had a 3rd pregnancy, better get engaged then. And 2, bombshell? Were they surprised? Were they not expecting this?
I mean, it's the 3rd time, so presumably they are aware of the birds and the bees by now.
Well, you would hope so.
Unless they just think it's just this massive coincidence that every so often, 9 months later, this kind of bizarre turn of events happens. So getting her into the outback before Hazza gets down on one knee is a must-do. Hazza, as everybody knows him.
I mean, I'm no royalist. This man is bloody 5th in line to the throne. You can't go around calling him Hazza.
This is a pretty poor attempt at trying to create a new nickname. I mean, to be fair, sports writers did have a fair crack at the whip with trying to make Wayne Rooney Wazza.
Yeah, it's not quite the same.
And Richard Littlejohn, for 10 years, referred to Cherie Blair as the Wicked Witch. He just never really took fire. A little change in tone here. Meghan joins a star-studded I'm a Celebrity lineup that includes the likes of telly's most controversial presenter Piers Morgan and Countdown babe Rachel Riley. Very much of this parish. Rachel, you'll be hearing from her later. But it's statement of fact now that she will be joining.
Yeah, I think they've missed two key words from that last sentence. One, hypothetical. Two, bullshit.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing either of those people. Ahead of the 2017 series, Gogglebox's Scarlett Moffat, who won the show last year, has been announced to host spin-off Extra Camp. Meanwhile, Anne McPartlin, who's just completed a 2-month stint in rehab for depression and an addiction to prescription drugs, has been confirmed to be back in the presenting hot seat with Dec Donnelly.
He's going to be on top form.
Finally, it ends. Will Meghan be crowned our Queen of the Jungle? No. Chris, I believe next you're taking us deep inside the Mirror Online with a story about one of those One Direction boys.
I'm going deep. Liam Payne looks merry as he leaves baby Bear with Cheryl and heads to dinner with the lads in Los Angeles.
Oi, oi.
Lads. Liam may be dressed in grey, but the One Directioner's face tells us he's anything but. Grey?
No. That doesn't
Blue?
work.
Surely blue.
Blue
if he was wearing blue.
Blue would work.
Grey.
Yeah,
you
grey.
can't be anything but grey.
No.
No. Rubbish. Liam Payne may have just been refused permission to extend his mega mansion with partner Cheryl. However, the 24-year-old looked far from glum when he stepped out on Sunday night. Heading to Eatery Catch in Los Angeles, the Strip It Down singer looked to be in high spirits as he treated himself to some nosh with the lads. Wearing a grey tartan shirt and black jeans, he teamed the look with grey space boots and the compulsory male pop star silver chain. You got any space boots, Matt?
I don't own any grey space boots, or indeed any space boots. I don't have the compulsory male pop star silver chain, although I am currently wearing a little red bracelet that was given to me last week when I was blessed by a monk.
Well, we'll have to ask you about that another time. But just what is it that has made him in such high spirits?
I don't know, but I've got a feeling that this article is now going to go into rank conjecture.
It could be the fact his single Strip It Down has become the best-selling solo single from a One Direction member after selling 5 million copies worldwide. Plausible. Perhaps it's an early toast to his new single, Bedroom Floor, which is out on October the 20th.
Could be.
Or maybe, just maybe, it's his perfect little family, made up of girlfriend Cheryl, 34, and their 6-month-old son, Bear.
Probably not that.
He probably just takes that sort of thing for granted. You know, no disrespect to Cheryl or Bear, but, you know, it's your family.
Maybe it's Crystal Palace finally ending their goal-scoring glut.
Or possibly the much-rumoured return of Dale Winton's supermarket sweep.
It could be.
We don't know. Currently in the US promoting his solo career, the snaps come after Liam admitted in an interview with US Weekly it's hard to be away from his partner and their growing baby.
Their growing baby, as opposed to a baby in a Rick Moranis film.
It does sound a little bit ominous, doesn't it? It comes as the singer has not been shy to gush about his little family, recently revealing he's teaching little Bear Spanish, proving celebrity babies are much better at life than most adults.
It does nothing of the sort.
Much better at life.
Much better at life.
He said they have toys that play Spanish. He was bouncing round. It was counting in Spanish. I was learning Spanish myself. They are quite stretching when they say he was teaching his son Spanish.
Another phenomenal piece of celebrity journalism.
Indeed. And now, Matt, I understand you've got a story from the Daily Star about a person who I'm sure will be on everyone's lips.
Yeah, we've gone from a One Direction. We're taking it up a notch here. This is a story all about Maitland Ward.
Who?
Maitland Ward.
Who?
Maitland Ward.
Who?
Maitland
Who?
Ward.
Again, who?
This story is headlined US bombshell unleashes colossal cleavage in swimsuit slashed to navel. Intro. Maitland Ward's flesh-flashing antics are taking over the internet. The White Chicks actress is a force to be reckoned with online thanks to outrageous stripteases. You au fait with White Chicks?
I believe it's one of those films that's on roughly about 6 times a week on Comedy Central.
It's a 2004 film, so clearly in the intervening 13 years, Maitland Ward has not done anything that's possibly matched up to White Chicks. It's a film about 2 African-American FBI agents who go undercover as white girls. Film critic Richard Roper put the film at number 1 on his list of the worst films of 2004, amongst claims of unconvincing prosthetics and racism.
And that's the best thing that she's been involved in.
We go on. And Maitland Ward's Instagram has raised temperatures once again, as the Hollywood babe served major breast appeal in a cleavage-cramming one-piece. Interesting fact, Major Breast Appeal was a character in the pilot for Lower Low, failed to make the final cut. In her most recent bid to capture her fans' attention, the flame-haired siren paraded her bountiful curves as she posed up a storm for the camera. Drink. Posed up a storm.
Drink.
Boasting the mother of all boob spills, the brazen babe left little, if anything, to the mind's eye.
Well, ignoring the complete uselessness of that sentence, the thing that I'm really drawn to is the mother of all boob spills. Now, call me a traditionalist, but to me, spill is always associated with some sort of accident. And if you look at the pictures that accompany this article, or indeed Maitland Ward's much mooted
flesh-flashing antics.
Exactly. It's certainly no accident what's happening. I mean, am I boasting the mother of all crotch spills, or have I deliberately put a large marrow into my jeans?
With her bulging cleavage erupting from the plunging neckline, it's fair to say the 40-year-old gave onlookers the ultimate perv's eye view. Very much not separating news from comment here. Stick to the facts.
Bad stuff.
Known for her loyalty... I mean, she's not known for anything, is she? I mean, we've already established neither of us have got a clue who this woman is.
Maitland Ward, to me, sounds like a section of a private hospital.
Known for her loyalty to the Free the Nipple movement, the body-confident babe made no effort to cover her intimate area as the flimsy fabric of her swimsuit revealed all.
What I love is the star giving the Free the Nipple movement the same sort of cultural legitimacy as Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, she's very much serving on the front line in this culture war, is Maitland.
Go on, Maitland.
Not content with just flashing her upper body, the Boy Meets World actress also dared to bare south of her chest. Now, Boy Meets World, I don't particularly remember it. I did have a quick look on Wikipedia. You won't be surprised to hear she was a very minor recurring character. Thanks to the high-cut design of her attire, Maitland's thigh creases were on full display.
And don't they sound attractive, those thigh creases?
Ooh. Showing she's anything but shy, the siren, or second use of siren here, really struggling for synonyms, aren't they? Also flaunted part of the intimate green shamrock tattoo which sits on her bikini line. True to form, obviously, true to form, fans were quick to react to the scorching hot update. One admirer gushed, "Magically delicious," while another wrote, "Marvellous. I can get lost there forever," alongside 3 heart-eyed emojis. Adding to the compliments, a male follower, I think the word male is slightly redundant here, a male follower remarked, "Those boobs, you are gorgeous."
Who says social media has lowered the bar for public discourse?
If anyone wants to see anything more of Maitland Ward, indeed a potential return to the big screen, according to Wikipedia, in April 2014, Marlon Wayans expressed interest in a sequel to White Chicks, but not been greenlit yet.
She could be back.
Yes, that music was a little bit of Life of Riley by the Lightning Seeds, which clocked in at under 10 seconds there, copyright fans. And that signals Life of Riley. It's the regular part of the podcast where we look at the stories that some poor trainee reporter has been forced to put together about clickbait heroine Rachel Riley. And Chris, I believe that you've been looking in the Express that she's been hosting a dog show.
Well, very much so. Rachel Riley's cleavage takes centre stage in low-cut dress as she snuggles up to Pooch. Rachel Riley put on a sizzling display last night as she flashed the flesh in an embroidered mini-dress at a London event. Wearing a low-cut silky frock, the Countdown host looked sensational as she showed off her enviable physique at the Hearing Dog Awards.
The Hearing Dog Awards, very much the Oscars of the hearing dog's world.
The Woofies, as I believe they're known informally. The plunging neckline on the figure-hugging number allowed the blonde beauty to showcase her bare décolletage while also teasing her assets.
I mean, these are just words now, aren't they? They're just words.
However, Rachel was almost upstaged by a furry friend who comfortably sat on her lap as she posed for photographers. The adorable Pooch appeared to be enjoying the limelight as he poked out his tongue while the 31-year-old stunner beamed away.
Yeah, I mean, you can really get an insight into a dog's state of mind by the fact it's sticking out its tongue.
Well, notice though, they're not giving the dog's age. Just a little bit, something to watch out for. Express.
Everyday sexism.
Wow. I'm not sure what sex the dog is.
Everyday dogism.
Yeah. The mathematician, who is in a relationship with Strictly Come Dancing professional Pasha Kovalev, polished off the mesmerising look by wearing her locks in tousled waves. Taking to Instagram...
Drink!
Rachel posted a picture of herself cuddling the cute spaniel as she treated her fans to a view of her sensational body. Sitting on a stool, the TV star's thigh-skimming dress was raised to show off her bare, lean pins. She captioned the stunning snap, "Ready for hosting duties, the gorgeous pups and humans of @HearingDogs are too. Hashtag Hearing Dogs for Deaf People. Hashtag Hearing Dogs. Hashtag Awards. Hashtag Host. Hashtag Spaniel. Hashtag Dogs. Hashtag Covering all the bases. Hashtag Woof. Hashtag Countdown weekday Saturday 2:10pm on Channel 4. And her army of fans rushed to compliment the presenter on her incredible appearance as one person gushed, "So damn fit, and those sexy smooth legs."
Oh, like a Shakespearean sonnet. Crafting with words.
Hang on, there's a bit of an equation going on next. "You plus Poochies equals perfection," commented another.
Yeah, I think you need to show you're working out there to Susie in Dictionary Corner and Giles Brandreth.
Well, a third couldn't help but praise the star. "You're stunning, Rachel. X." It's always the third person who has the most, anodyne, pathetic quote, like, "Nice boobs," or "Hello." It's just really... I've noticed the hundreds of these stories that I've had to sift through, the wreckage to bring you. This is the cream you're getting, listeners. This is the cream.
Yeah. Well, on that slightly angry note... we'll call it a day for this fortnight's Barely Contained. But don't forget that in between each podcast, you can always interact with our brand online on Twitter at @barely_pod. Don't forget that you can subscribe to us on iTunes if that's your bag. And if you like it, you can always leave us a review. We'll be back next time for a podcast which will probably be pretty much the same as this one. Cheers, Chris.
Thanks, Matt.